Well,
I've heard and read about Christopher Ellis, the singer, and I know Christopher Ellis is Alton Ellis' son. But you tell me, who is Christopher Ellis?
You know, see, I'm just a simple youth from around the corner. Yeah, I'm a simple youth from around the corner. It's just, me, I'm just a youth where I just brought up my father when I reached like a teenager. Maybe 11, 12, them times then. I realized who my father is, you know? Like to the world and to reggae music. So them times then I start to realize, oh, this thing is special. And from there we just grow. But it was, you know, it's simple, just like anyone else, you know? It's simple, you know? Yeah.
So what was it like growing up as Alton Ellis' son?
Well, it was nice. It was fun. Because when I started to grow up, as I get older, I realized this John Oates and Camille coming to my house regular. You get me? And them artists there, like, and Bob Andy. These are the guys I'm seeing as a youth growing up. I remember the first time I see John Oates, I was scared. I started crying. I was wearing the dreads. And this, you know, him look big and the Rasta and I start bar. I'll never forget that still, but yeah. So it was nice still. As I get older, I start to listen to their music. So, oh, him coming out with John Oates, Ken Moore, Giants, just like my father. So it was nice still, and the touring part with him was even nicer. Yeah. So.
Where are some of the places you went with him?
Oh man, Germany, France, Italy, Denmark, Sweden, New York, everywhere. You know? It's nice. It was nice from to take me. Because he never really had to do that, but he did. You know, we had a strategy where he come on stage and sing 5 tunes, and then after them 5, I come on and sing 2, and that was what we did everywhere. So I'd stay backstage and wait. Oh, third one going on, and also I'm easy. And it's funny because see in the last part, he keep me on stage. So when I come and sing the 2, he start telling me, don't leave. And then me and him just finish the show. Yeah, for the last 2 years. So the thing nice, man. The thing nice, man. Father never leave me out. I give thanks for that.
So, and this is probably something that you and Stephen have in common. Is it easier or more challenging to get into music and into entertainment when you have a famous parent?
You know, so it's like, there's 2 sides to it still, you know. Because a man can say, oh, your father Alton Ellis, you're gone, before you even sing a song. I'm not going to tell you that. But the other side is, are you going to come into your thing, into your, you know, you can be a karaoke singer and sing 12 Alton. Everywhere I go all over the world, man, say, yo, let's sing 12 Alton and you're gone. But I'm a songwriter, yeah, and I'm a singer myself. And even though I have my father's genes and I have some of his sound, his tone, I have my own sound and tone that I want the world to hear. And my songwriting and my mood, you understand? So you could say it's a head start because my father is Alton Ellis, who is. But then a man say, oh, what? Are you gonna come out of that? You understand? So I just need to find a balance and just build on it.
Do you and Stephen Marley ever talk about your fathers?
Yeah, man, all the time, man.
Tell me about some of the conversations.
Time, man. Steve, enough things, man. Me and Lord talk about. You see, like what's happening with me and Steve and everything. Come and like say, oh no, it's like it's planned. You know, it's like I don't think it was coincidence or mistake. It was planned, but yeah, enough things, man. Even when the other day was mine, and I showed him because he's never seen a picture before of my dad and his dad together. So I showed it to him. I said, look at this. And he stayed there and stared at it for 2 minutes. And I must have changed the picture after. He said, go back to the picture, man. So yeah, it was nice. It's the good things there still.
Because you actually got much more time with your father and actually got to share a lot more musically.
Yes, and I give thanks for that because that's very no amount of money can't buy that, understand? And I get to have that time there with him, and if I ever want to see me and him on stage again, I'm just going to YouTube. Just click on YouTube, Christopher Ellis and Alton Ellis, and you see me and him on stage. So them things there is nice, and I have to give thanks. So even though I miss him, and sometimes the pain, I'm gone. Sometimes I just look back at the videos, you know, me and him on any show you can see. I have some DVDs as well. Sometimes I just watch them on my own, and my kids then just watch them. So, oh, granddad. So that's nice. Comedy. The man was a comedian. People listen to Alton as a singer, yeah?
Yeah.
The man was a comedian. The man inside the house, the man's got us laughing. Okay, you know, say, you see Blacker, he's a comedian in Jamaica. That's my cousin. My father and his father are brothers, but I realized that it runs in the family. There's a little comedy thing happening, but my father was a funny man. remember one time we come to New York, yeah? I was on a plane, and the plane just landed. The wheels just touched the tarmac, and the whole plane started to applause. And my father sit there and turn and say, "Christopher, them think I stage show." But it's the way how he said it and everything. I just laughed, and the man just kept a blank face, and everybody had clapping. Christopher, I don't think I stage show. And I laugh hard, but it's just there's only for things, you know. That's just one little thing, but the man's just funny, man. Man's funny, so that's the next side as well. I miss, you know, my father still and being around him and having him there. So, yeah.
Now, one of the things with Jamaican music, and we have produced, I mean, some incredible singers, gifted singers, and you know, your voice is pretty smooth. Have you had any formal vocal training, or is this?
I've never had one lesson in my life of singing or nothing. Never had no one train me how to sing, teach me how to sing. But what I've realised now is there's certain things I know about my voice now that I never knew 2 years ago. Yeah, and there's certain things where I realised, oh, this and that. So it's just a process of learning. Because when I used to sing with my father, I thought, yeah, man, I know what I'm doing. Let's go out and sing. I'm still in love. And the place, mash out, and he thinks, yeah. So it's like, you're looking back on that now, it's like, oh, nothing I never know then. And even now. And it goes on, because even my dad said, yo, you never stop learning. Understand? When he passed, he was 70. He told me he's still learning. Understand? So you just have to keep learning about yourself and learning, because any man can sing it, but it's how to use your voice. Understand? If you know how to use your voice, control your voice. So them things is important as well.
Now, I've heard both versions of Willow Tree.
Yeah.
So, are you an R&B singer or are you a reggae?
Me? I'm a singer of music. Yeah, I'm a singer of music. Like I said before to someone, even though I'm born into rocksteady and reggae music, that's what I'm born into. It's in my veins. But I don't want to be locked down to no genre. Understand? So if you hear me singing a song, it's music I'm singing. Understand that? But the album I'm doing with Stephen right now, it's not a roots rock album. It's not a soul album. Understand? Like if you hear track 1 and you hear track 3, you think, oh, different music. Understand? The thing is diverse, which is nice. But yeah, I've always seen myself as a singer, because even growing up, even though my favourite singer was my father, I'll tell you something, Ken Boo, I love, and Bob Andy, Bob Marley, Delroy Wilson, you know, these guys. But I love every kind of music, like Joe, the singer Joe, you got Michael Jackson, you know, and people there, Beyonce, them sounds. So it's just the sounds, we like sounds, you know, it isn't really like genre, like, oh, we love reggae, oh, you know, we just love music. The only kind of music I don't really take to still was heavy metal. Yeah, heavy metal. I don't find nothing yet where I say, oh, that's nice. But every country music, every kind of music, I find something, oh, I like this.
Well, you told me some of your favorites. On the R&B side, who are some of your favorites?
Joe, Boyz II Men, Usher's good, obviously, Justin Timberlake, and this guy's got Robin Thicke, he's got a sound different, falsetto or this. So just, yeah, a lot of these singers.
Bringing it a little closer to home. Any favorites in dancehall?
Dancehall, you know what I'm saying? Easy Signal, I like. Easy Signal. All these guys are good still. Navarro, Carter, all of them. Clever and witty. I like how they use the melodies and incorporate some lyrics with some pattern way. You know? Enough Tarash Riley, Jack Kerry, all these artists, Damien, Steve. The whole thing in Jamaica is just blossoming, like in the music wise, you know? The music. Yeah, it's really.
You think this current generation is going to take it forward? Because I mean, the work that people like your father did to just get reggae established and known, you know, and being a Jamaican, we obviously feel very strongly about our reggae because it's ours, even though we have a lot of international artists that are doing it well.
Yeah.
You think the current generation can really take it forward?
Definitely. When I listen to some of these guys' music today, the thing is changing. Because, like I said before, reggae music changes every so often. Like every 10 years or 15 years, maybe the sound changes. I said it before in the interview, we start scare will come down, scare rocksteady, reggae, one drop, you know. And the pattern. Even someone said the other day, yo, well, the man am I singing now is different from the old singers. Different.
But you know what's interesting is, and in the story of Jamaican music, the introductory piece basically speaks to how the music has evolved as a society has evolved. So Ska was very optimistic. Independence. We are in charge of our future. then the tone started getting a little slower, a little more
Soulful,
contemplative.
yeah.
Yes, and then we went into rocksteady, and then went into reggae, which was like the pressure music. You know what I mean? And this is challenging now, and so it has evolved as we as a society.
Definitely, I think the progression is good as well. So I think the progression is good. Some people might not like, some people, like I said, cuss dancehall and The only thing about dancehall you can frown upon is maybe the lyrical. Apart from that, it's not. You understand? And I can listen to a Cartel song and erase the little swearing when I'm doing. You know, say, bye. Understand? Yeah, man. Things evolving, and that's good.
So in terms of what's coming up from you now on your album, give us a sneak peek.
You know, say we're just making music like we haven't. Even though we're doing an album and when Stephen's working and everyone's working. I like how the man just make songs, just making songs, you know. It's like we're saying, okay, we're gonna go in the studio and do our album, 12 tune, and then we're gonna release it, and we're gonna, you understand? Even though we know what's gonna happen, but we're just making songs, you understand? And I think that way it's nicer. Yeah, the music is nicer that way. Like even the tune I have with Stephen in the time, we never come together and say, okay, we're gonna go in the studio and do a song.
Wicked tune, by the way.
Yeah.
Big tune. Yeah,
nice.
Nice. It's one of those that kind of just, you know, it sticks in your head.
Yeah, man, people that really like the song.
Some more stuff like that to come?
Yeah, definitely, man. Stuff like that. Even the way how it come around, Jackie on the end, it was an accident. It wasn't planned like, oh, yes, me, Stephen, and Jackie, I'll go to the studio and go shoot. You know? And I think the music is nice sometimes like that. Okay, you get a natural feel like the thing just come. Understand? So yeah, enough more music like that, man. Enough more music. We just keep making songs and different sounds, and I want to surprise. I don't want to do anything predictable. Understand? I don't want to go and sing 4 Alton Ellis right now. You know, anyone who has a father who sing can go and do that. And even though I will always sing Alton Ellis songs, always. I will never get on the stage in anywhere in the world and don't sing an Alton Ellis song. Understand? But I want to step out. Understand? Step out in my own thing.
I mean, the fans need it because, I was very young when Bob died, so I never got to see him live. So my consolation is when Stephen or Damien or so, you know, do a couple little Bob tunes. That's the only. Yeah, and you know, so the fans do need you.
Definitely.
But we do also understand in terms of you asserting your. But let me just put that little plug in there.
Yeah, no, really, man. Because even like Steve, I watch how Steve do his set on stage, and sometimes I pick up his shit and look. I say, I incorporate his father's thing with his songs. Like, juggle them. Going to, you know, and it's like, yeah, that's what I want to do. Understand? That's what I want to do there.
Has he given you any advice about asserting your independence while being true to your legacy?
Yeah, Blood needs too much advice for everyone. Even the Willow Tree song, you know, say, it's his idea. Yeah, it's his idea. The way how the ballad way there.
That was risky.
Yeah, it's risky, but it's the way it's so pretty. You can't go, you know, you can't go wrong. And the way we did it. Because you see a clip of me on YouTube and my dad do it. Just the beginning part like that. You're crying out for me, my little truth. And then we get to the part where we say, no, and that's already coming and looking. Yes, you did just like that. And then it just happened. And it sounds so nice and people love that sound. And then we did the one drop one just for the people that. Some people ain't gonna say, yo, I love it, man, I love it, but the one drop, you still get me. So anyone who like it, you can pick one you like, so yeah.
You keep everybody happy. Okay, I'm gonna fire these at you quickly. Okay. Favorite Alton Ellis song?
Impossible to say.
Okay.
If you had to pick one. If I had to pick one, Breaking Up, man. If I had to, but I can't say that.
Favorite Bob Marley?
Is This Love? Yeah.
Favorite Stephen Marley?
Favorite Stephen Marley? I don't know. Blood have so much different, diverse kind of tunes. This collab with Damien are nice, and then the album Mind Control.
You have a favorite Damien Marley?
I say There For You.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Favorite song of all time?
I don't have one of those. No. I don't have no favorite song of all time.
Okay. Stranded on a desert island. You can only have 3 albums. 3 CDs. Which 3 would you choose?
I think Alton Ellis sings rock and soul is one. I would pick I can't answer that really though. No ways, I'm a lover of music. I don't You have some member, I don't really like, you might not like the artist, but you might like 2 songs where he's got like, these 2 songs are bad. But you're not really feeling the artist like that. Maybe he's not your kind of type of artist, but that's how I am. I like songs. If you look at my iPod, I don't really have albums on there. I have like 4 songs from him, 2 from him, 1 from him. It's just the songs. Bear sound.
Favorite bear sound?
Yeah. Black on.
What can you do to stop a man from trying? I said, I wanna know now. Even Barry's catalog's too big, but that one that touched me. Yeah, Barry's sound. Yeah, the music is growing and it's nice, man. Even yesterday I said, when Taurus was there, I talked with Damon and Steve and I said, yeah, things come around again. Yeah.
Because you're all sons of famous fathers.
Yeah, man, it's nice. I have enough of the new youth them. So when you youth them in the ghetto over there, they just have a song and I pour you in the ghetto, but when it's not DJ, terrible. I say, yo, this shit is worth something. But you just, in the ghetto with this raw talent. Yeah, that's the thing about Jamaica is nice, got the raw talent. You them in the ghetto with raw talent. I hear it. Raw talent. But that's just them you can forget that boss, you get man, try and push through. So people like myself could say I'm fortunate because Alton helped me, I'm a father too. Yeah.
5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
5 years from now, I see myself sitting on blood saying, see it there? See it there, I tell you for one time. Yeah, no, 5 years from now, so just making music still and the way how I don't really wanna. I have some aims in my head that I don't really say out. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it to myself because I just wanna. I don't know if it's not bullshit. Maybe people say, oh, they're far-fetched or whatever. But the way I can see the thing going, I can go there. Yeah, it's not go there. It's not impossible. It can go there. But I just want to keep it to myself and just have it say, yeah, that's why I aim for that and that. But at the end of the day, I just want to make music and keep making music. Like you see these guys that are making music, they're in the loop now, and they're household name. Understand? And I want to be one of those. I want Jamaica to know me as well. I said it to Steve as well. I said, I want Jamaica to know me.
What's it like coming here? Because you grew up in the UK pretty much.
Yeah, I'm born and grown in England.
What's it like touching down in Jamaica?
It's when I come in Jamaica, it reminds me of my father a lot. That's why I like being in Jamaica. I can be here long periods of time because it reminds me of my dad. I stay in his house, just being around some places where me and him go. I just go there sometimes and just sit down. I say, oh, I mean, that used to be here. Understand? But for me, the whole experience of Steve and what I want is surreal to me. Sometimes I wake up and I say, what is really happening? Even Blood said to me, I have to get used to it. It's easy, you know? I'm still like, I'm not used to it like, yeah, nothing there, down there. It's not like that for me. It's like, I was a fan of these guys before. It isn't just because we're linking. I have a picture on my wall. I don't know, it's a famous one of Steve, Damien, Camille, all of them. Picture. I had that on my wall for years. I've had it on my wall. Like just, yeah man, and now I'm there amongst them and working. It's a privilege, man. It's a privilege. And my father, like, he's gone in the flesh now, isn't it? So he won't even understand what he's been left for me. Understand? You won't understand. Say, he opened some big doors for me. Yeah, man. So we have to give thanks, innit? Because it's not me doing this, it's Father God doing it. So.
But with a voice like yours, we're expecting very, very big things. Yeah, so good luck. And we're listening out.
Yeah, man. Let's the listeners keep listening, man. We've got some things coming. This thing is a surprise, please. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is Reggaeville. Keep it locked.
Cheers.
Well, they say that once a tear is falling.